I've been working on another case. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of a young man by the name of Elijah Alameen. He was 17 years old, from Arizona, and he was recently killed Thursday by 27-year-old Michael Adams because he was listening to rap music. I said that right. He was listening to rap music. This young man was 17 years old. He was heading to his senior year in high school. His parents talked about how he pretty much was driven to become a boss one day. He was already working 2 jobs and was actively looking for his 3rd job. And because he was listening to rap music, his life was cut short. He had recently left his job. He got off for the day and he was headed home, but he decided to stop by a Circle K convenience store, and he was listening to rap music, and Michael Adams overheard the music, and he followed Elijah into the store and stabbed him with a pocket knife and sliced his throat. And now he has a lawyer that's claiming that he has mental illness, that he suffers from schizophrenia, and that's the reason why he did this. The day and age that we live in, kids can't be kids anymore. They're not protected like they was before. It's insane. It is really insane how we normalize children being murdered. This man, Michael Adams, was just released 2 days prior to the murder of Elijah. He was serving a 13-month stint in prison on aggravated assault. He was literally released 2 days prior to this murder. If this man had mental illness like they claimed he did, there should have been more measures in place to prevent anybody from coming in contact with this man. This guy should have been on medication. He should have been getting help from some type of facility. If he was really a risk to society, why was he let out and just allowed to roam like that? Now Elijah's family has to be burdened with burying this young man. He didn't even make it to his senior year in high school yet. And now his attorney's talking about he has mental illness. I don't understand how anybody would want to represent a man, a grown man who murdered a child. And yet you're making excuses for the reason why he did what he did. At the end of the day, he murdered an innocent child. All because of the music that he was listening to. I want to let you guys hear this clip of his dad speaking about him. I want you guys to... I'm saddened for the mother. I'm saddened for the father, because now they have to figure out how to move on after burying a child. That is not the right way. The right way is children are supposed to bury their parents. Parents are not supposed to bury their children. And this young man had his head on straight. He was focused for his future. And this guy came and just cut his life short for no apparent reason. All because of the music that he was listening to. When are we going to get enough of our children being targeted? When are we going to say enough is enough? All these protests that y'all are doing in the streets are not working. I'm seeing hashtags pop up all over the place the last few years. This is becoming common. This is becoming the norm. We cannot normalize the things that are happening. There's no way that this child should be laying in a morgue somewhere. all because we don't know how to keep them protected. We allow people who have mental issues to roam the streets. I don't even think this guy has a mental illness. I think this guy, he committed this attack for his own reasons, for his own personal reasons. And a lot of people are saying it was along the lines because he was racist. I can't say that to be true. But what I do know is that this young man was targeted by Michael Adams because he was listening to rap music. So you can draw your own conclusions as to why you think he killed this young man. If it was racist, if it was a racist attack or not. That's up to you to draw that conclusion. But for me, I cannot see how this man can use a mental illness as an excuse for what he did. But I'm gonna let you guys look at this video. It's a news clip, and then there's another video I want to show you guys of his father talking about this young man's ambitions for his future. Like I said, this is a sad story, but it's becoming the norm now. We have to create something. We have to do something to prevent these things from happening. This is not how it used to be years ago. It still wasn't safe back then, but it was safer than it is now for kids. So we have to keep our eyes open. We have to teach our kids to watch out for those that are around them, watch out for where they're going. If this was late at night, this young man should have went straight home. You have people out there that are looking to harm other people for no reason. And we have to make sure that we are teaching our kids, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to go here. When you get off of work, you need to come straight home. I'm sorry, guys, it's not the same as it used to be. And we have to put precautions in place to make sure that our kids stay safe. And it's sad that we have to do that, but it's just how it is now. But I'm gonna let you guys watch this video. Y'all tell me what your thoughts are on this case. I honestly hope this young man receives justice. I hope that they hold this man, Michael Adams, responsible for the death of this child. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, and I will see you guys in the next video.
It still doesn't seem real to Raheen Al-Amin. His son Elijah, just 2 weeks from his 18th birthday.
That's it. He had so many dreams what he wanted to do. He wanted to be in hotel management. He wanted to move different places, and I was just like, Elijah, you get there, you know what I mean? And
the 17-year-old hoping to fulfill those dreams after his senior year at Apollo High School.
I mean, he was just a good kid going to school.
Elijah was attacked at this Circle K near 67th and Peoria Avenues in the early morning of July 4th. According to the court paperwork, the suspect, Michael Paul Adams, told detectives he slit Elijah's throat because Elijah was listening to rap music, which made Adams feel unsafe because he claims in the past he's been attacked by people who listen to rap music and that people who listen to rap are a threat.
Do you understand the term one? Not really.
His attorney at his side during his initial court appearance for Wednesday's stabbing.
Knowing that he suffers from autism, ADHD, as well as potential other mental illnesses, they released him without medication.
In a statement, the Department of Corrections says in part that Adams was not designated as seriously mentally ill. He was provided contact information for services in the community.
We regularly fail our mentally ill and mentally handicapped population, and too often they find themselves in the criminal justice system.
He took a hell of a kid.
Adams is being held without bond. He's scheduled to appear back in court next week.